Most people are unaware of the devastating effects of a fire. These are headlines about real fires in real care homes. They do not lie, and they all tell a particularly tragic story. The simple facts are that fires kill people and destroy people's lives. This program is about the procedures that must be followed if there's a fire at your home. And over the coming minutes, you'll learn about why you must attend fire training, what you must do if you discover a fire, what to do if the fire alarm goes off, and the steps that need to be followed in an emergency, such as calling the fire service and general fire evacuation procedures. Remember, if you discover a fire, you must ensure that the fire alarm has been activated by operating the nearest available fire alarm call point. Not only will this ensure that everyone else is aware of the emergency, it will also ensure that the fire service is called immediately. On hearing the fire alarm, anyone who does not have a specific duty must leave immediately, using the nearest available fire exit, and then go to the assembly point. Reassure the residents. Fire and smoke must be confined to the area where the fire started. Closing doors and windows will help to prevent the fire and smoke from spreading. Move anyone who's in an immediate danger zone away, through at least one set of fire doors, to a safe area or refuge. Never open a door if it's hot to the touch. Any contractors or visitors who are not visiting residents must be escorted from the building straight away. Never use the lifts. Any equipment, which could be a danger if left switched on, should be turned off. Depending on the fire policy at your home, residents may be left in their rooms with their visitors until the fire service arrive, or they need to be moved to a safe area further away from the fire area. Anyone who has evacuated the building must remain outside until the senior fire officer has said it's safe to go back inside. A prompt evacuation can only be achieved if the fire escape routes are free from obstructions. Under no circumstances should fire doors be blocked, which includes the doors which lead from the building as well as those inside. Remember, you and your colleagues need to know exactly what to do in a fire emergency to protect your residents and yourselves. If you have any questions about fire procedures, ask them now. Tomorrow could be too late. The last thing you'd expect is for somewhere like this to make the headlines. Yet every year the fire service will receive about 2,000 calls to care premises. It could happen at any time. In fact, fire safety is something that is often overlooked until the fire service is due to visit or there's an emergency. Of course, that never happens where you work, does it? In this program, we've looked at some of the common causes of fire and how you can help to prevent them. Remember, the 3 things needed for a fire to start and continuing to burn are heat, fuel, and oxygen. Keep these 3 elements apart and a fire cannot start. Simple measures, most of which are common sense, will help to reduce the chances of a fire starting. For example, make sure that corridors and stairways are kept free from equipment and rubbish at all times. Rubbish should be cleared away regularly. Smoke and heat detectors must never be covered and nothing should be stacked too close to them. Faulty electrical equipment must be withdrawn from service. Electrical circuits must not be overloaded. Remember, one plug, one socket. Or something like this could happen. Never block or wedge the fire doors. In a fire, they could save your life. Keep unwanted visitors away from your home. Everyone must sign in, and anyone you don't recognize should be challenged. Remember, the residents at your home are relying on you for their safety. If you see something that needs to be put right, do something about it. If you can't, then make sure that your manager or the person who is responsible for fire safety knows about it. Don't let a fire be your fault.